Alex, you skipped the gym again? Pathetic. Not even Sleepy Joe fails this miserably. You are a loser.
And what this is actually an accountability coach that calls me multiple times, whether it's morning, day, or night, to make sure I'm keeping up with my habits and goals that I set for myself. If I try and weasel out or I'm lying about anything, it will try and correct me and bring me back on course to accomplish what I set out to do. And if I just outright fail, he roasts me into trying harder next time.
You are a loser.
And the best part is, all this will get logged, my success and failures, into a table where we can track our progress. Now, a system like this could actually be used for some real things, whether it be personal trainers, education coaches, even rehab programs. Now, you may have to change it from Trump roasting people to something a little more tame, a little more supportive, but you can see where this technology can go. And just to be clear, 11 Labs Retell, I've actually used an impersonation when I clone this voice, so I'm not breaking any of the copyright rules for celebrities. And what we'll be using to build this will be Retell AI for our actual voice agent. We'll be using Airtable to log all our core transcript summaries and whether we achieved our goals or not. And then we'll be using Make to connect these two together and build out our automations in between. And the magic all starts here, where we'll actually fill out our name and then the number we want to be called off. Next, we'll include our goal as well as our why. This way, if we start trying to avoid it or not accomplish it, we can be reminded of why this is important to us. And then finally, we'll be adding in our check-in time. And this will be the time where we actually want Trump to give us a call. And from there, our goal will be saved into our Airtable system, so we'll have a history of what we're doing. And this is actually where our automation will be pulling in our call time and sending it through to create a phone call for us later on. And that will be done using our Make automation, which will start with searching for a record. Now, this will be pulling in records that are not called yet, and also where their check-in time is either now or 30 minutes in advance. So we're giving ourselves just before we're meant to achieve it to get a kickstart and a good reminder on what we're trying to achieve here. The next step will be create a phone call with Retell AI, where we'll bring through our name, our goal, as well as our why. And then we're going to update the record to show that, hey, this phone call's been done. So it's not going to be pulled into any future gold updates. And from here, this is where the magic happens. This is our Retell agent, where we have our prompts and we've got the role as well as what we want this to be able to achieve. Here we've got the user details, where we're actually pulling in all that information from our Airtable to give Trump the knowledge on what's going on. Here we've got more of the prompts where we go through some conversational examples, some conversation guide on how we wanted to approach, and all this is specific to what I wanted to achieve here. So if you've got different things in mind, maybe you don't want to do Trump, I'd even just take something like this into GPT and just send it and say, can you please edit it, modify it for this use case, for this reason? And that can get you pretty well close prior to testing for yourself. Now, if you want to customize your own voices, you just come up here to the top left, here where I've got the voice, and you'll see add custom voices. Now, if you just press custom voice, you can go through the list of community voices within 11 Labs, or you can do what I've done here and go voice clone. And this is where I've dragged an audio file, hit confirm down here and save, and that's now brought to life our voice. So here's our final make scenario, where we're actually getting the end of call report after the phone call has been had. We're essentially pulling the record that it should be attached to. From there, we'll send it to our AI agent that we've got in the background, which will be analyzing the call transcript and giving us a pass-fail mark on how we approached our goal and what we achieved out of it. And then it will go and update our records. And if you go back to Airtable, you'll be able to see here whether a call's been sent, whether a call's been failed, if it hasn't been picked up, and what's happened to our goal, whether we've achieved it or not. So if we wanted to give it a little test and practice it, we could actually come back to Retell, and instead of pulling in the live updates from our records from the form we put in, we can actually go to the top right here, and we're able to put in our name, a goal that we want to check out, as well as our why. And here we can demo it without using all our automations or getting it to call our number. And if you want to see how to set a phone number up international from anywhere into Retell AI, I actually have a video that will be down in the description, how to connect a number to Retell AI. So if I wanted to test this, I would click down here and click run once. Otherwise, if I wanted this to run in automatic, I would essentially click this clock here, and I could set my interval to check for a goal every 30 minutes. But what I'll do is I'll run once and we'll get a phone call happening. I'll show you what this looks like. Hello?
Alex, it's the Don, the big guy, the man who knows winning better than anyone. Are you winning today, or are you still dodging the gym like Sleepy Joe dodges questions? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, look, I was meant to go today, but I kind of felt a little tired.
Tired? Tired? Alex, that's the kind of excuse that gets you nowhere. You think champions wake up and say, oh, I'm tired? No, they get up, they dominate, they crush it. You said you wanted to get back into shape for summer, right? Summer doesn't wait for tired people, my friend. It waits for winners. Tired is weak. That's Sleepy Joe energy. You're better than that. You're Alex the champ, not Alex the snoozer. Get up, get moving, and hit that gym. No excuses. No whining. Just action. Do it now. Or don't bother talking about summer goals again. Let's see some greatness.
Yeah, look, all right, no problem. I'll get amongst it. Let's get it.
That's the spirit, Alex. Get in there, crush it, and make summer beg for mercy. Talk soon unless you're hiding from greatness.
And there you have it. He called me, he roasted me, and put me on the right path. So there you go, guys. All templates and blueprints will be in the description below, so you can have this for yourself. And like and subscribe, and make sure to send this to someone who skips leg day. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.